let's get into look one. Look one, I am going to use the Glamlite Chucky palette today. I do have the whole collection. I may use some of the items on my face today, but right now we're focusing on the palette. I'm just priming with my LA Girl primer stick. Just gonna blend that in with my Singe Beauty FO2. This has become my favorite brush for concealers and blending in my eye primers. Alright, so this is how the palette came. Sorry for the reflection. Alright, so this is the Good Guys collection. So we start out like this, and it has that lenticular motion to Evil Chucky. It's very reflective, so it's a little hard to show. And I'll try to pop up some swatches in between so you guys can see the swatches on my arm. But you open it up, you get a nice mirror in here, and then this is the color story. I think I want to play with this like warm tone row up here, this like orangey coppery row. And I'm going to start out with Play Partners Toys. And I'm going to use my ColourPop E19. And I'm going to go into that Play Partners Toys. I'll be honest, I have not really seen the original Child's Play movies. Just simply because back then I wasn't really into scary movies and stuff. I have watched the new show, the Chucky show, which their original collection was kind of part of that one, I believe. I did like that one. That was very like dark and vampy collection. This one's more bright and colorful. That is some serious pigmentation. That was one dip into the pan. I'm getting ready to go in and layer with a second layer, just because I like to make my eyes really stand out, really colorful, because that's my favorite part of my makeup routine. I know that's not really what's popular right now, but what can I say? I'm an eyeshadow girly through and through. Really have been enjoying over the years the more color. So I'll be glad when it kind of comes back as more of a trend. That's a really pretty orange color. Alright, I'm going to clean that off. And then I'm going to go into the darker, kind of like, it looks like a burnt orange, maybe, it may be red, but we'll see, called All Dolled Up. And I'm going to put that on this outer corner here. Yeah, I mean, one thing I will give Glamlite, they always have really good pigmentation with their mattes. And I'm just gonna kind of feather that in on this outer edge a bit. And when I have less product on my brush, then I'm gonna bring it in some more. I want to just kind of deepen my crease just a bit. That's pretty. Let me grab a like fluffier blender brush. This is the Laura Lee L37. I'm going to go back into that original Play Partners Toys, that original orange, and I want to just go halfway on that darker and halfway above halfway on the darker shade, halfway above. These are blending super easy together, which I love, because then I don't have to sit here and spend all day blending my eyeshadow. Yeah, super nice. Alright, I'm going to grab my Bella Beauty Bar Shimmer Stay. I'm going to put that all over the lid. Avoiding where I put that darker matte though. Alright, I'm going to take a flat brush. I'm going to use the ColourPop E3. I'm going to tap that across. Getting a little bit on the edge of that dark matte orange. Alright, I'm going to clean that off. And let me swatch these two shades to see which one is darker. Alright, so these are the two shimmers I'm going to go for. And I think I'm going to go in with Hi, I'm Chucky on the outer, and then, which is this shade, and then You're a Doll on the inner, which is this shade. I'm just going in with that same brush. And this looks like the good Glamlite formula of shimmers, like really smushy ones. And I'm just going to take some setting spray. Doesn't matter what setting spray, you can use any spray. And I'm just going to spray my brush because it really helps with fallout. And Glamlite shimmers, especially these smushy ones, are kind of notorious for fallout. And I'm just going to place that right along the middle part of my eyelid, kind of blending in to that darker matte shade. And I'm going above my natural crease because I want you to actually be able to see my shimmer. Okay. I will say usually I end up going in with my finger for these type of shades, just because I like how they build better with the finger. So I'll probably end up going back in and doing that after I finish with the brush. Alright, that's going to be the layer with the brush. Now I'm going to go into the You're a Doll shade. And again, I am going to spray that shade. I'm just going in with the other side of the brush. And I'm going on the inner part of my eye with that shade. Now I'm going to go with my finger, and I'm going to build it up with my finger. This is that darker shade called Hi, I'm Chucky, the darker shimmer. And then we'll go into You're a Doll. You're a Doll is kind of taking over the look a bit because it's just more impactful than the other one. Right, and then I'm going to go back in to that dark matte all dolled up, and I'm going to put it right back on this outer edge here. go back into Play Partners Toys. It's such a long name, but I know it's, you know, obviously a reference to something in the movie, probably whoever makes the doll, I would assume. So if you grew up around the same time I did, you know, like these are, I'm gonna assume they kind of base this off of, base Chucky off of the My Buddy type dolls. I really don't know for sure, but I mean, he definitely, like, Good Guys, and the outfit definitely looks like that. If you have seen Child's Play, let me know, am I correct in that? Alright, so I'm going to repeat this on the other eye and do my face, and I'll come back and we'll do something under the eyes. Alright, I'm back and I have the majority of my face done, but I do want to use the highlighter with this collection, so I will do that in a minute. I did put an eye pencil in my waterline. I went with an Essences Emerald Dragon because I want to play with the greens on this palette here in a minute. But let's try this highlighter out. This is what it looks like. Kind of bulky packaging that it came in, so I won't end up keeping it in this. I never do. But I mean, it's cute, attention to detail. Little octagon stop sign shape here, and the little batteries. Alright, so let's just take it out. Look a little more at the component. You got evil Chucky going on there. It says, "I'm your friend till the end," highlighter, because that's a saying he does in the movie. I know that much. Okay, and then we have this, like, Chucky and the evil Chucky in the mirror. It's pretty cool. And then you have like a pop-out Jack-in-the-Box. Again, I haven't seen the movie, so I don't know the reference with that. But this looks like it's going to be one of those typical glittery Glamlite highlighters, which are, you guys know, is not my favorite, but they are pretty. Okay. I picked up a lot. I'm just using a highlight brush from Laura Lee Los Angeles. So I'll put it right there. Let me not dust it off because I think I dusted the majority of it off. Yeah, definitely glittery, but it is super pretty. You guys can see. Okay. And I'll put a little bit on my nose. Let's go back into the palette now, and I'm going to dive into that second row of all these like beautiful green shades. And I'm going to grab a smudge brush. I'm going to use the Lunar Beauty X Laura Lee number 2 brush, and I'm going to go into Play Pals Toys. Okay. Oh, okay. So the orange one is Play Partner Toys, and the green one is Play Pals Toys. I really need to watch this movie so I understand the names. But yeah, I'm gonna go underneath my lash line with that shade. I'm just going to repeat that on the other eye. Again, very pigmented. Alright, I'm going to clean that off, and then I'm going to go in with the darker green, which is called Chucky. I'm just going to put that on the outer part of my eye. a little messy there, but I'll clean it up. And then I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get a pencil style brush. I'm going to use the Lunar Beauty LPE 6. And I'm going to go into the dark shimmer called Death, and then the lighter shimmer called Chucky Gets Lucky. Okay.
Oh, grow up!
And I'm going to dip into those, and I kind of want to layer this dark shimmer a little bit on this outer part of my eye. It's pretty. Normally don't put a shimmer on the outer part of my lower lash line, but I want to try out these shades. Okay. And then I'm going to go into Chucky Gets Lucky. And put it on the inner part here of my lower lash line. Take a blender brush, let's take this one, and I'm just gonna go under everything. I think that's pretty. Alright, so I think what I want to do now, I'm going to attempt to try to do a wing. I'm going to do that off camera though, because I'm still learning with that. So I'm going to attempt one. If I come back with one on, you know I did it. If not, you know I couldn't do it. Hopefully I don't mess up this eye look trying it. And then I'll come back and we'll use the Chucky Lip Kit with this. Be right back. Alright, I'm back and I attempted wings. I did go in with ColourPop's green liquid liner in the Hills. Not too bad. They're definitely sisters, not twins, but that's okay. So let's go into the lip products. Well, some of them, because it did come with like a lip mask and lip scrub, but I'll use that another time. But let's try out the lip kit. This is super cute. One thing I will give Glamlite is they do pay attention to detail with packaging with their collabs, which I appreciate. So far I'm liking this palette. I think this is like, it's very out of my comfort zone. It's not something I do like every day, obviously, but I think it turned out pretty cool looking. Ignore the bit of patchiness over here. My eyes started watering while I was trying to do the liner because I'm like super focused on it, so it's a bit rubbed off there. But alright, so it looks like we get a lip pencil and a lip gloss. Glamlite has some of my favorite lip liners and lip glosses, so I'm excited to try this. I don't think they have any names. It's just called It's Showtime Lip Kit. Alright, so let's go with the lip liner first. Okay, this is the gel type. Sometimes they do this type and sometimes they do the wooden type. I will say I enjoy both their formulas. Even their wooden type, which is usually not my favorite type of lip pencil, is actually pretty creamy. The only thing I will say about this type here, sometimes they arrive broken. Luckily this one didn't. Very pretty, like I call them like a grayish, like a gray tone beige. gliding on super nice. Oh, I like that. That is pretty. It's very, it gives me like almost 90s vibes. It's a little cool toned for the 90s lip. I'm just filling in the majority of my lip with the lip liner. Now let's go in with that gloss. Looks like it's going to be super sparkly, and when I wear glosses, I like for them to be this like super sparkly gloss. Oh yeah. It makes your lips look nice and juicy and plump. I love, actually, I love. Alright, I'm gonna go do my hair and my clothes and everything for the day, and I'll be back to show you the finished look. Hi guys, I'm back, and this is the finished look. Ignore this little like patchy spot right here. My eye has been watering like crazy the last 20 minutes for some reason, and I'm just kind of letting it do its thing, and then I'll fix this area. But I love how this turned out. I think it's super pretty. It's not my norm. I normally don't do winged looks. I did pop on some Ioni lashes and some mascara. If you want to know my accessories, this necklace is from a brand called Luminese. I've had it quite a while. I don't think you can really get it anymore, but they do make other ones. I got it at Walmart years and years ago. But they do kind of go by other brand names now, like Brilliance is one of them, I believe. So you can kind of find some, but they're getting harder and harder to find. And these earrings, these cute little Mickey cactus earrings, I got off of, it was either Poshmark or Etsy. I'll try to link the seller in the description box down below. But yeah. Again, love how this turned out. I think it's super pretty with the warm tone oranges and the greens. I think it really brings out my green eyes. Let's move on to look number 2 now. Hi guys, let's get into look number 2. We're going to use the Gourmand Girls Peach Perfect palette today. I did already have my face primer on and my brows done. I just applied the LA Girl primer stick as per usual, and I'm gonna blend that in a little more with my Singe Beauty FO2 brush. First of all, let's just look at the palette here. Let me take the little thingy out. Here is the front, just like the outer carton. You get a nice mirror, and then these are the shades. Like I said, I'll try to pop swatches up for you guys to see too if I have them done. Super pretty. I'm not sure what I want to do. So many options. Alright, I'm going to go in with my Singe Beauty EO5, and I'm going to go into this beautiful minty shade called Peach Please. This shade right here is beautiful minty matte. I'm just going to put that in my crease. There is some kick up in the pan. Probably shouldn't have started with this shade, but we're gonna live a little dangerously. Alright, I didn't kick it off that time, and the pigment's better with this pastel mint shade. I'm bringing that up pretty high above my crease. Almost to my brow bone. Alright, I'm going to clean that off. I'm going to go into Life's a Peach, maybe. It's kind of a unique green shade. It's kind of like a, almost like a greasy green looking. I want to see if I can deepen up the crease a little bit with this one. It's a unique shade. I haven't really seen that shade before, at least in palettes I have. Again, there is kick up in the pan. That does not bother me, but I know that bugs some people. So keep in mind I put that pastel shade down first, which I really shouldn't have done, because it will lighten up the other shades you layer on top. So when you're dealing with pastels, it's actually better to put down the darker pigment first and then blend with the lighter pigment. So that was my mistake. I mean, it is deepening up a bit. Alright, and then I want to go into I'm Peachless. It's this nice brown here. And I'm still using that same brush. I'm going to go on the outer edge. Again, kick up in the pan. Just kind of wiggling it in a little bit. And when I don't have as much pigment on my brush, I'm just bringing it in my crease. Alright, I'm going to apply my Bella Beauty Bar Shimmer Stay. On the lid. And I'm going to tap that out with an Singe Beauty EO4. Just going to spread that across my lid. A little bit above my crease. Okay, I'm going to clean that off. I'm going to use that same brush and I'm going to go into Papa Don't Peach. I like that. I was a Madonna fan in the 80s. I mean, I still like Madonna, but I did listen to her music quite a lot back in the day, so I get the reference there of Papa Don't Peach. So I'm going to put that one on my outer part of my lid. And then I want to go in with this gorgeous, like minty green shimmer called Georgia Peach on the inner part. Alright, so let's go into Papa Don't Peach using that same brush that I used the glitter glue or the shimmer stay on. I'm going to take my setting spray and spray my brush as well. This really helps with fallout. Alright, so I'm going to put that on my outer. Oh, that is stunning. It's the outer part of my lid. Leaving that little patch on the outer V. Because I'm going to go back in with that brown. Okay. I'm going to turn the brush over. And I'm going to go into that minty green shimmer. It's kind of a cross between a minty and a turquoise shade. Again, I'm going to spray my brush. tapping that across. And I'm just gonna flip my brush back and forth until I get that blended the way I want. Alright, you guys know me. Even though I go in with the brush, I'm still gonna go in with my finger to both those shades because I want to see how they build. But I mean, this is beautiful in itself. So pretty. Yeah, that minty green builds a little better with your finger. Again, just going back and forth between the two colors to blend them out. They kind of create this like lighter icy peachy shade in the middle. So I think if you layered them over top of each other, they would be really pretty too. Alright, I'm going to go back into my mattes now. And I'm going to go back into I'm Peachless first. And I'm going to build that up on the outer edge again. Just because that is what I prefer. The shimmers and the mattes layer nice with each other. Okay. And now I'm going to go back into Life's a Peach, which is that like unique kind of grungy green. And I'm going to put that back in my crease. Clean off my brush, and I'm going to go back into Peach Please, which is that pastel green, minty green, and I'm going to put that pretty high up in my crease and brow bone area. I like how that's looking. Alright, I'm going to repeat this on the other eye, pop off, do my face, all that stuff, and I'll be back in to finish the under eyes and all that with you. Alright, I'm back and I did my majority of my base, which will be in another video trying some new to me products. But I want to finish up the eyes and then I'll be back to show you guys the finished look. What I want to do, so I'm going to grab a smudge brush. I'm going to use the Laura Lee X Lunar Beauty number 2. And I am going to go into Life's a Peach and put that under my eyes. Alright, now I'm going to go into I'm Peachless, which is that brown, and I'm going to put that for my outer corner, connecting to like the middle of my eye. So I just want to kind of deepen up that area. Okay, super pretty. Feeling very fall vibes with this look. Alright, and then I'm going to clean off the brush pretty good. And I'm going to go into that pastel shade called Peach Please. And I'm just going to go under everything. Now I'm going to take a small brush from BH Cosmetics. This is their Sprinkle Collection, the number 8 brush. And I'm going to go into Peaches and Cream. And I'm going to put that in my inner corner of my eye. I'm going to take Peachy Cane, just this shimmer right here, and I'm just going to take a little bit of that and go over that matte that I just did. Just want to see. Okay. And I'm going to go back into I'm going to go back into Papa Don't Preach, which is that minty green shimmer, and I'm just going to go right in the front of my lower lash line with it, blending it into those mattes. There is fallout with that shade. Just keep that in mind. Super pretty though. And then I'm just going to take a blending brush and I'm going to go into Peaches and Cream with this big fluffy E06 from Singe Beauty. I'm going to go underneath all that. And then I'm going to use it on my brow bone area. There's a lot of kick up in the pan with these mattes. Alright, so I am going to leave it there. I will be back to show you the finished look. Alright, I am back and this is the finished eye look. I love it. I love how it turned out. I think it is super pretty. My lip combo is Lunar Beauty's lip pencil in Milk Tea and his liquid blush, his new liquid blush in Rose Reina. I did pop in my waterline a new pencil from Essence. It's their Meta Glow Duochrome eye pencil in Chromatic Love. I think it just kind of complemented that other shimmer. So yeah, I really like this. Love how it turned out. Let's get started with look 3. Before I do, I will tell you I did already do my face primers and my brow pencil. But real quick, I want to try out this new to me Mirabella Brow Sculpt Clear Brow Gel. So I'm going to try it on camera here real quick. Kind of throw in an extra little product today. It's already got one thing I don't like, which is the little tiny spoolie. Those typically don't bode well for me. But we'll try it out, see whether I want to keep it or not. Dip back in. It seems to be very clumpy in the tube. Alright, we'll let this sit, and as I'm doing the eye look, I'll let you know kind of towards the end how I feel about it. Right now, not loving it because it's kind of thick and kind of sticky. But as per usual, I have my eye primer, which is the LA Girl Pro Stick. Blending that out with the Cinch Beauty FO2. The palette I want to use today is this one from Nomad Cosmetics. This is the Keys Beachy and Peachy palette. This is a palette destination is based on Key West. Yes, I live in Florida, but I have never been to Key West. It's not a short drive from where I live in Florida, so that is one reason why. But I would like to go someday, hopefully. It's just very difficult for me to travel with my back issues, especially more than like an hour or two. But I do already have one short up on my Instagram, my Instagram, my TikTok, and I believe I have it on here as well, just using these two shades, the Conch Republic and the Far From Normal. Just a simple little look I did. But today we're gonna play with some more shades. Let's play with some blues today. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I think I'm gonna play with the blues today. So I'm gonna go into Sea Meets Sky. It's this pretty blue right here. I love the embossings. There is kick up in the pan with this palette. And I'm just gonna put that dark blue in my crease. And we'll see how the blendability is on these shadows, because blues are one of the hardest ones to make blendable. Pigmentation is nice. Okay. Just building it up to my liking. Clean that off, and I'm going to go into the other blue called Overseas Highway. This one right here. And I'm just going to go half on on that other blue and half not. Let's getting kind of patchy. And the shades look kind of similar. You know what? Let me try something different. Gonna kind of wipe that area off and go in with the tealer shade maybe, or the mintier shade instead. Because it's just a little too dark for what I'm wanting to do. Alright. Let's try this again. Should make sure that there's no residue. Alright, take 2. Alright, I'm going to go into Close to Perfect instead. This lighter minty pastel color. And I'm going to put that across. Yes, that's better. Sometimes you just gotta play around with colors to see how they kind of mesh with each other. Okay. I'm gonna go back into that previous blue Sea Meets Sky. I'll put that back in my crease. Have any of you guys been to the Florida Keys? If so, what part? And if I am ever to go there, what do you recommend? Where do you recommend staying? Where do you recommend going? I don't drink, so I'm not real big on the like going to bars thing. I know that's kind of like a thing down there from what I can see. Alright, so I'm going to go in with my Bella Beauty Bar Shimmer Stay. And I am just going to apply that to my lid. I'm going to go in with a Singe Beauty EO4. Clean it off. I really need to clean my Sigma switches. And I'm going to tap that in. All over my lid. Alright, I'm going to clean that off. And I'm going to go into the shade, beautiful shimmer shade called Come As You Are. Kind of reminds me of the, I think it's a Nirvana song where he goes, Come As You Are. That one. I'm going to go into this one. Dip into that shimmer. And I tell you guys, I also spray my brush. And then I'm going to go right on this outer part of my lid. I'm going to leave a little bit of space because I want to go in with a matte, not sure which one yet. Okay. flip the brush over and I want to go into Paradise Found, which is this shimmer right here. I will try to pop up some swatches. I forgot to say at the beginning. I'll try to pop up some swatches that I've done with this palette. I'm going to spray the brush. And I'm going to go right here with that shade. Ooh, that one's pretty. That other shade is just like a standard blue shimmer. This one's a little more impactful than that one. I'm just going to flip my brush back and forth to help blend the two together. And I think I'm going to go into, I'm going to try to lay down the shade, the matte shade called Marathon, because I want to see what it looks like on its own in the outer part. But if I don't like it, I'll mix it with Sea Meets Sky, that blue, dark blue we put in the outer part, or in my crease, I mean. I'm going to go in with my finger, and I want to go in to both those shimmers because I want to see how they apply with a finger. Yeah, I think I'm going to mix those two mattes together and just see what I think. Yeah, I like that better. I really like the Paradise Found shimmer shade. I'm not a huge fan of the Come As You Are shade, just not really my cup of tea. But I've always been someone who enjoys more of a turquoisey, icy look, and that one just does not give me that. It just gives me like a traditional blue shade. Those mattes are a bit messy. Alright, I'm going to take a big fluffy brush, and I'm going to go back into that Close to Perfect minty matte shade, and I'm going to go over all of this. Actually, I'm going to go back into Sea Meets Sky because I kind of lost it in my crease. Alright, and then I'm going to try something a little different. I'm going to put a third shimmer on the inner corner here. I'm going to use the LBE 7 from Lunar Beauty. I'm going to go into Southernmost Point. It's kind of like this minty green shimmer. And I'm going to put that right in here. Alright, I'm going to pop off. I'm going to finish the top part of the other eye and do a video with some new makeup I want to try. And I will be back to finish the under eyes. Hi guys, I'm back, and for some reason I didn't hit record. So I already have one color in my waterline. I'm just using ColourPop's Big Splash. I did do my base for another video trying some more new products / new to me products if you want to watch that one when it's up. But let me finish putting this in my waterline. As you can see, this is one of my favorite, like icy blue under eye pencils from ColourPop, and it just really brightens up my eyes. Okay, let's finish the lower lash line area in this eye look. So I'm going to grab a smudge brush. I'm going to use my Lunar Beauty X Laura Lee number 2 brush. And I'm going to dip into Sea Meets Sky. Tap it off. And I'm going to put that under my lash line. I do have to kind of stamp a little bit with this shade. Just because it's not super difficult to work with. Like, I've had a lot worse blue shades I work with, but it is just a little harder to work with. Alright, now I want to go into Marathon, and I am going to layer that on this outer edge here. And then I'm going to go into Close to Perfect, which is that minty matte. I'm going to go under everything. And now I want to go in with a pencil brush. This is a ColourPop E5. And I'm going to go into Southernmost Point, which is that minty green. And I want to just kind of bring it on the lower lash line a bit in the beginning. Okay, I'm really liking how this is looking. I wasn't sure at first whether I was going to like it or not. It was kind of hit and miss there. But so far, I'm enjoying it. I'm liking how it looks. I'm going to pop off. I'm going to do mascara, put on a lip, maybe some lashes depending on how I feel, and I'll be back to show you the finished look. Alright guys, I'm back and this is the finished look. My accessories, this dolphin necklace I got at Kohl's. These jellyfish earrings I got from Claire's, and this cloud blue sky and white cloud headband I got from Shop Miss A. But I love how this look turned out. I didn't think I was going to at first because simply, you know, blues are a little harder to work with. I had a little bit of trouble with this one, but not bad. Let me reiterate, not bad. It was just a little tricky. Not like somewhere you're sitting there like you have to pack and pack and pack and be careful how you blend out. The only other thing was this shimmer right here. This is just like a more basic shimmer to me. It did give a nice transition for this look, but it's not my favorite shimmer. Like I said, I love shimmers that like are more impactful, and that one's just a little too mild for me. This shimmer though, however, I love. This is a very pretty shimmer, as is this one. I really liked both of those. And I'd say my favorite matte that I used was probably this, but I mean, I love teal colors, so that's kind of why I lean more that way. But they all performed very nicely. Like I said, I only had a little bit of trouble blending the one blue, but again, not super bad. Let me know what you guys think. Do you like how this look turned out? Not really your thing, don't really care for blue shadows. I just kind of went with it because, you know, it's Florida, ocean, the Keys, and a beachy theme. If you want like a sunshine yellow look, check out my little short that is on here using this palette as well. And if I have time, I'll try to do some more little short looks with this palette, as well as other ones that have been in this video, but we'll see if I have the time. If you have made it this far in the video, I would appreciate it if you left a, let's go with a Beachy themed emoji, since that's kind of the theme for today. And yeah, again, if you guys would like and subscribe down below, really helps me out, and I would appreciate it. Until next time, guys, bye.